I'm live. Well. Mindset Mondays here. Gonna have to pick a time eventually for this. Kind of stalling, waiting for some people to jump on. I got a like, but nobody watching it. That's all right. Oh, got one person watching. That's cool. We'll let about a minute go, see if we can collect a small audience. Of course, this is all unannounced. Some people have trouble getting my notifications too. Boy, I don't know what to do about that because I fixed most of my videos here. Try on one of my recent videos because they had changed something in YouTube when I first started, and it's like you have to select when you do a video not made for kids, or else it won't allow you to subscribe to it. It's weird. And at first I wasn't selecting anything because I didn't even know about it. And now I'm obviously selecting all my videos not made for kids. And yeah, you know what I mean? Oh, cool. Shane's here. He made it. Oh yeah. And we just talked earlier. I do have to pick a time. I'm thinking 9 a.m. Mondays or 9:30 just to get the day started with some of you guys, but that'd be Eastern Standard Time, which might screw some of you guys up in different time zone. I don't know, man. We'll figure it out. Problem is my schedule is not consistent week per week. I do things for the military. I do things with consultation sessions. I want to make myself available for those. And I have other things going on in real estate and different other things that I do. So it's not a consistent, I have a calendar, but it's not a consistent schedule. It's hard for me to like commit to a definite time for Mindset Monday, but we'll get it. We'll get it. I want to talk about today. Let's talk about opportunity cost. This is a big thing. Think about Bitcoin for a minute. All right. I mean, Bitcoin's kind of the craze. I think it went down though over the last few days or whatever, few weeks or something like that. But you know, imagine though, if you were looking at investing in something, you had a cash position and you were thinking about Bitcoin back in, let's say, May or June or something like that, but you didn't do it, right? Well, how much did Bitcoin increase between May and November? All right, a ton. Did you lose your money if you left it in the bank or whatever? No, you didn't lose your money, but what you lost was the opportunity of that investment, right? So people, you know, many times over increased their money when they invested in Bitcoin last year. And if you didn't get in on that, yeah, that was an opportunity cost to you now. The cost wasn't to what you had or your current status or situation. The cost was to that opportunity of having that increased value on your money if you'd put it in that investment. So that's a basic way of understanding opportunity cost, but I'm not here to talk about investments. I'm here to talk about other aspects of your life too. That's the part that we miss. We often don't see the opportunity that we missed because we're dicking around with something else. And now that is something you always need to be present about or thinking about. Let's think about dating, all right? And this one, you know, this applies to both genders really. You waste your time screwing around in a relationship or dating casually, spinning plates, if you want to call it, women who are not really high value. You know, they're just, maybe you have sex with them, maybe they're fun, but maybe they got a lot of problems too, toxicity, maybe they're lower sexual market value than what you would like. Your level of attraction to them isn't that high, whatever. Okay. They're costing you an opportunity. They're costing you an opportunity to meet better women. That Friday night that you spend taking a 6.5 out who has a bunch of problems could have been better spent maybe trying to get that 7 or 8 that would be a lot more fun to be with. But you missed that 7 or 8 because besides the time and the actual opportunity of being there, there's also we'll call it emotional energy. It's not energy like anything woo woo, but your actual effort and your ability to apply effort is limited on a basis of time. So within a 24-hour period, You only have so much time and so much ability to put your effort into so many things. And after that, you're out. You're either exhausted or time ran out, you see? And so if you are wasting your time with, let's say, people in your lives that can't accept or don't accept what you have to give them. All right, we'll put it like that. Maybe they're too toxic and they don't appreciate you. They don't appreciate what you have. That's like taking your money instead of putting it in a Bitcoin back in June or something. That's like taking your money and throwing it in a fire. All right, and watching it burn up. That effort, time, and energy that you can't get back. It's actually a little bit worth more than money when you think about it that way. Just goes someplace and it never comes back to you. When you waste your time with people, even not just women that you'd want to date or whatever, but like just people that are your friends or people you've known for a while, but who can't accept or thrive or do well from what you have to offer them in that relationship, they just end up sucking away your time and energy and efforts, and there is no return on that investment. So that relationship you have with that person, there's no building effect and building each other up. It's simply you throwing your energy, effort, and time into the fire. Now, you do a fair amount of that day in, day out, week in, week out. It's like putting your money in the bank instead of an investment. You don't really see a loss necessarily, at least not right away. But what you don't end up seeing is the gain. You miss the opportunity of what if you had been able to put that effort, time, and energy into something else or somebody else that could receive it well, and that you could build and do better with that person or with that effort. So let's say wasting time with women again that are low value versus working on your business, right? Yeah, your business could be going okay. You're surviving, but the opportunity cost that you just spent wasting time with sixes off of Tinder could have been better spent. Maybe instead of going out with 3 sixes that week, you go out with one chick, you open up the time and energy for 7s and 8s, and then you focus on your business. Right there, that's better time spent. And the investment of your time, energy, and effort is better spent, and you'll get a better return on that. But you're doing okay, let's say, in your business or in your field of work. You bang 3 sixes that week. Who cares, right? Well, you've missed opportunity. Now, I'm not making this sound as compelling or impacting as it should sound to you guys. So I'll use examples. Well, I'll use example in my own life with just my long-term relationship. I've used this example a lot in consultation sessions because I try to illustrate to guys the opportunity missed. And this is especially true when guys are hung up on exes, hung up on BPD toxic women, hung up on plates or women that are not good for them, that are bringing drama and toxicity in their lives. All of that time, energy, and effort ends up going and dumping into these women that are not worth your time, energy, and effort. It's literally like throwing all that money into a fire, and you miss so much opportunity. And then guys are turning around and scheduling consultation sessions with me. Well, yeah, because they're not where they want to be in life. They're not where they want to be in their relationships, but they would be there if they had gotten rid of these other forces that were taking away from them. So one thing I've gotten to be able to do as I've gotten better is to get rid of the things and the forces that take away from my mental energy, even just my mental effort I don't put into it. Politics, for example, going crazy in the United States. If I don't have a way to influence that or change that in a productive way right now, I don't put any mental time or energy into it. I don't care. Now, some of the things in our political landscape do affect my business here because some of the things I say violate the social justice narrative, and then I get censored or I get banned. Right now, I'm banned on Facebook for a post I did 3 months ago that wasn't even controversial or bad. So the censorship thing has been affecting me. So I have to handle that. But for the most part, I don't care about it. Why? It takes up mental space, time, energy, all things that could be put into something more productive, better. I don't let toxic women into my life. I would rather spin if I'm a single guy, pretend I'm spinning like I have like 3 girls I'm dating. I want 3 girls who are a compliment to my life. I don't want 3 girls that might be a decent lay, but are, you know, a toxic force and suck my time, energy away. I got to deal with their drama, all their BS. I don't want that. I kick those girls to the curb and make room for better choices. Why? Because they're going to suck away my time and energy away from building my business and doing other things, helping you guys out, for example, right? There's only so much now that I have a lot going on, right? And I have a lot going on, and there's so much time, energy I can give away on a daily basis. So I don't want to waste it. I don't want to put it into things that are not important, because that is an opportunity that is missed or costed. But let's talk specifically about women now. So, okay, like I'll use a good example. I had a bit of an attraction trigger to the toxic, crazy, hot women, right? I'd spin a bunch of plates. I'd have a bunch of available girls, and I would pick the one that was a little bit crazy. Why? Because that's just where my attraction trigger was. They gave me the dopamine hit I wanted, because they were that little bit of craziness, and their little bit of behavior meant that they were a lot of fun, at least in the beginning. Now, in the back end, they were total trash and would be toxic, and I would end up having to kick them to the curb. And God forbid I ended up in relationships with them, which I did with a few. And then they really sucked away my time, energy, and effort. It was very unhealthy and not good. Didn't allow me to achieve what I wanted to as a man. So fast forward to like when I met my current LTR, my current chick, right? I had met 3 girls that night. One of them was this 22-year-old hot girl who was a total train wreck. Showed up with an ex-boyfriend, was hitting on me. They leave the bar. He gets in a fight outside because he's like a total chump and trying to play security guard on this girl or whatever. It was just an absolute shit show, right? And so this girl is a total wreck, you know, and she texts me at like 2 a.m. to hook up. All right, go bang. I laughed at that text, put my phone down, drove home. This is after I dropped off who would eventually be my long-term girlfriend, right? I'd met her that night too, spent time with her. Now, old me would have spent time with her and went and spent time with this other one. All right. But here's the thing. I knew that this other one was a train wreck. Older, wiser me said, I'm just going to go home and get some rest. Tomorrow is a better day. Had I spent time with her, what would have happened was it would have been an all-nighter then. Instead of getting home at 2:33 a.m., it would have been a 6, 7 in the morning type of a situation, would have wrecked my next day. And then I would have this toxic chick in my life that I banged out that would have been pulling my time and energy away from me. So I would have had her as a plate, and she would have pulled me away from other girls that I could be seeing that were much better choices for me, right? To include my current chick. Now, what would have or possibly could have happened was an opportunity cost or an opportunity thing missed. You know what I'm saying? So that means that my current LTR, who's pretty hot, she's confident, and she's doesn't really, she's not a toxic person. So she is not, being a non-toxic person, she is not going to chase after me like a BPD chick afraid of abandonment. You know what I mean? She's going to chase me a little bit, hit me up and see what I'm up to. But if I'm not responding to her because I'm out with toxic crazy girl, and toxic crazy girl's taking away my time, energy, and effort, well, she's probably going to end up, at that weekend. In fact, that same weekend, she was supposed to go on some boat with some dude, right? And go hang out with a guy in a boat, so maybe she would have went out with boat guy, maybe should have banged him out, who knows, right? And then she just goes off into the sunset. Well, and the reality is my LTR is my LTR for a reason. She's an awesome chick, right? Comparison to the rest of these ones, right? So I would have missed this opportunity to have had a great LTR relationship situation that I would rather be in because I screwed around with toxic crazy chick who really would have just taken time, energy away from my life. People wonder why I do the LTR thing. Well, I do the LTR thing because it's just better. I mean, better for me at this stage of my life. It's nothing I'm looking for. It's nothing I ever was looking for, but I'm only allowing that situation. And our situation is very unconventional too. So just keep that in mind, right? But I only allow that situation if it's better than me being single and just having a bunch of casual relationships with women. So that's the only reason why you should allow it. That's the reason why I allowed it. And things have been great, since I allowed that. And good, right? Good for me, whatever. What it really does, why is the biggest reason it's better is because I get all of my needs met, we'll put it like that, with a lot less effort. So now I don't waste that opportunity cost on sourcing women. And I get all of my needs met more so than most people do who are even single, right? And when I say most people, I mean most people, right? And so that being so, I get all my needs met, and I'm totally happy on the, we'll say sexual, reproductive problem solving side, right? But with much less effort than when I was single. So then I can put that's opportunity cost now, right? That I'm not going to miss. So I can put that opportunity now into other things because, man, I got some other things to accomplish here, things that you guys need and want, hopefully. I got this course I need to get out here. I need to get a course on frame mastery out and in production for you guys to take because it's going to solve so many problems for you guys. Well, I'm not going to have time to do that shit if I'm wasting time with women, right? Not to say that women are a waste of time, but I want to maximize my time, right, on the things I need to accomplish and spend less time trying to source and mess around with women if possible. And so that's definitely what I do. Anyway, just bringing it back full circle. You guys need to think about this aspect of opportunity cost, okay? You're missing opportunities out there because you're focusing on the wrong things, some of you. Well, we all are, right? We all are at different, if it's not with women, it's with employment, or it's with your business, or it's with other parts of your life. Maybe you're screwing around with a hobby or something you shouldn't be screwing around with instead of hitting the gym and making yourself physically better. I mean, I don't know what your situation is. Who knows? But the point is, you have to think about these things. Because when you turn around a year or so later from a point and you go, man, I'm just not where I want to be at right now, chances are it's because there was some opportunity that was missed. You spent your time, effort, and energy on people and on things that didn't get you to where you wanted to go, that didn't help you or help advance you. And you wasted some of that time on those things versus investing your time and your effort much more wisely than that. An alpha male understands his worth and understands that his effort and time is worth a lot. And so he invests it wisely. So that's my Mindset Monday message for you today. Invest your energy, time, and effort wisely, and don't miss those opportunities that are going to be out there for you. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.